Hello again, YouTube. Jake Brake here with an evening ride. Thanks for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed the first video. I realize I kind of bounced around a lot of things that I was talking about. I should probably explain a little bit more about myself or my bike. I am on an 06 Suzuki DR650. Last video I talked about what I had before that, things like that, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about my bikes. My bike, there's a bike. I got a bike up on a sign. Horse poop. This is an 06. It's got 13,000 miles on it. I traded my 04 GSXR 600 on it in 2013, beginning of June 13. I had 7,500 miles on it when I bought it, so I've not quite doubled the mileage on it since I've had it. There's more poop. I love this thing. This is my favorite bike that I've ridden yet. I had, like I told you in the last video, if you watched that one, I had an RM80. I had a Honda XR, I think it was a 125, it was so long ago. I've had the Gixxer. I've ridden, for a very brief period of time, I had a Street Glide that I rode. I've ridden an Electric Glide, a Road King. I owned a DRZ400. I'm telling you, that bike was a blast to ride, but it wasn't as smooth and as comfortable as this is. The extra weight of this bike just smooths everything out so well that, it absorbs so many of the road bumps. It just glides along. It's got all kinds of power, all kinds of torque. I can pick the front end up at will. It's got enough torque to do that. There's more horse crap. The DRZ was the same way, but even lighter than this thing. You could pick that thing up in almost any gear. That was a blast to ride. But like I said, I got rid of the Gixxer because it was uncomfortable to ride. I was out of that scene. I wasn't really into the sport bike thing anymore. Bought this and it was a game changer. Got me, look at all this horse poop. Got me right back into riding, and I love this thing. I'd love to have Ducati Hypermotard someday, but at this point that's just kind of a pipe dream. Depending on how the channel progresses, if I find an audience, if people want to listen to me ramble or look at horse shit, maybe someday I'll be cruising around talking to you on a Ducati Hypermotard. Who knows? But for now, I'm on my trusty DR650. Like I said, I love this bike. When I got it, it was completely stock. Whoop. Totally stock bike. Whoop. Whoop. I bought a Yoshimura RS3 pipe, which I don't know if you can hear it cackling in the background, but the thing makes so much noise. I love it. Yeah, I'm that guy. When downshift hard, it backfires, and it pops and crackles. I guess it doesn't backfire, but it pops and cackles when it downshift. If it wasn't so windy, if there wasn't so much wind noise, I would crank it up a little bit before you could probably hear it, but I'm assuming that over all this wind noise, whoop, you probably can't hear it a whole lot. But we'll give it a shot. So I put the pipe on, I did a jet kit. I forget what jet I put in it. It's been a while. And did the airbox mod. If anybody has a DR650, they know what the airbox mod is. If you haven't done it yet, do it. Like I said, it totally wakes your bike up. But if you're going to do it, you need to jet it too, because then, if you only do the airbox mod, you're kind of screwing yourself. If you don't know how to do a jet kit, take it to a shop, have them throw a jet in it for you, and if you can tune it too. But like I said, it totally woke this bike up. I loved riding it before, boop. But now it's even more of a blast to ride just because of the power. It's got so much torque that you just, fifth gear, you just roll into it and it wants to go. No issues with this bike that I don't like. The only thing that I would like to change someday is the seat. Those guys that ride a lot know what monkey butt is. You get it big time from this bike. Or things go numb, I'll just say that. If you're on the bike for a long time, things will start to go numb. I've had it on the highway several times. I used to ride it to work all the time when I had I had a job previously where I drive 25 minutes one way to work, and it was a lot of 55-mile-an-hour roads until I got to a certain point, and then it was all back roads. And this bike was an absolute blast on those back roads. Plus, 55 miles of the gallon when gas is $3 a gallon is it's pretty great. Hands are a little cold. I got these gloves that they're mesh. It's 50 degrees right now with a little bit of a breeze. It was windy all day. All day. I wanted to get out and do this earlier. It's been windy all day. It finally died down. The sun came out, and I figured I would, while riding home, I would give you a video. So here we are. We are in the heart of an Amish area. If you don't know what the Amish are, they're a plain sect Mennonite that don't have electricity. They're very friendly people. And the Amish around here, a lot of them still farm. Sorry, tangent. Let's get back to the bike. So my DR, like I said, this thing is just, it's my favorite thing to ride. Does everything that I want it to do. Whoa, that was a little squirrely. Does everything that I want it to do, and I enjoy it. But maybe I'll ride a Ducati Hypermotard someday, and I won't like it for some reason, which I highly doubt. That's like complaining if somebody hands you $1 million check that you got to take it to the bank. So if the channel works out, I start getting some followers. You guys like hearing me ramble. Get some subscribers. We'll see how things go, and like I said, hopefully someday this will be a Ducati I'm sitting on. I'm going to keep this. Absolutely would keep this bike regardless if I bought a Ducati or not, because I love it so much. I say that now, but in 5 years, if I'm on a Ducati, I might never look at this thing again because that thing's such a blast. But Old Faithful here, like I said, I don't have any plans to get rid of it. Doesn't owe me anything, so why get rid of it? And it sounds so good. If you don't like the sound of that, then I'm sorry, but I do, and that's my personal opinion. So I'm going to end it off there. I hope everybody has a great night. Thanks for taking your break with Jake Break. Stay safe.